Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link, my official Instagram and TikTok, all listed in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. It is a very blustery, windy, and snowy day outside, and it's really kind of dreamy, and it feels really nice to be reading tarot for you and be inside and warm and cozy. And so I hope that you enjoyed this reading with a nice cup of hot chocolate wherever you are. I'm going to be using two decks for your reading today. The What We've Forgotten Oracle deck for the overall energy, and the Light Seers Tarot for your tarot reading. The cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. What messages do you have for Aquarius, please, Spirit? Number 37, which reduces to a 10, representing the Wheel of Fortune card in the Major Arcana of the Tarot. The card of good luck, good fortune, divine timing. The wheel turning in your favor. That's what the 10 represents. 10 also represents endings in the tarot. Whenever we see the 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, we're coming to the end of the suit. And we get back to the aces where we have breakthroughs. The word is cycles. Cycles. Cycles of the moon being referenced here. Very important, astrologically speaking. Menstrual cycles. Energetic cycles. Spirit is showing me like frequency cycles, like sound waves and how they're cyclical. So that might resonate for some of you. I think that's called cymatics, the study of sound and how it manifests visually. Right, so these people that they do these sound experiments, they have this metal plate, and I'm sure you've seen it, they pour sand on the metal plate, and then they hook up that metal plate to frequencies. And if you play a certain frequency, it makes a certain geometric pattern. Right? There's just, our whole world is vibration. Everything in the universe is vibration. That's where string theory comes from. That seems important somehow. I think there's this understanding, maybe not using that language, but there's this understanding within your heart and your knowingness somehow that you are coming into some kind of harmonic resonance or alignment with something that is meant for you. So it's like, let's say you have like a manifestation that you put out into the universe that you want a new whatever, house, car, partner, whatever. And you've been manifesting it, you've been working towards it, you're very clear about what you want, and somehow there's this deep knowing within you, almost like you can feel it in your body, in like your DNA. Like maybe you're changing your DNA somehow to become in alignment with that. So it's almost like they're showing me sound experiments, or there's these, you know, the what do they call them? Like you tap on them. What do they call them? It's not, it's like a singing bowl, and you tap on it, and each one has a different frequency. Why can't I think of the word, Spirit? It's like I know what the word is, what it's called. I don't know what it's called. I mean, I do know what it's called, but I can't think of it right now. But when you tap on it and you have something that's next to it, if it's not the same frequency, it will not affect, one will not affect the other. But if they're the same frequency, they'll both move, right? It's like being in alignment and being on the same wavelength as something. There's something about that for you right now. I'm feeling some blockages in my throat chakra, so I'm just gonna have this lapis lazuli in front of me. It's almost as if I don't know, there's some hesitation maybe with some of you of like what this message is, or what you want the message to say. 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier. Wow. Okay. Past, present, and future. This is for Aquarius. Two more. Okay, so the past energy, 3 of Cups. Usually I hate the 3 of Cups. I don't know if you've ever seen me say that in a reading, but there's something about the 3 of Cups that really bothers me, and I think it's because I don't like groups of 3. I'm very rarely do I hang out in groups of 3. But for some reason for you today, this just seems so comforting. These 3 friends together, kind of looking up at the Big Dipper, or whatever this constellation is. I think it's the Big Dipper. Just really enjoying each other's company. 3 of Cups talks about celebration. There's a sisterhood here. And, you know, I don't have to be talking to just women. This could be just divine feminine energy where we gather together in friendship and solidarity with our soul tribe. So not necessarily family members, but friends. They're our chosen family. Spirit wanted me to say our chosen family, in order to celebrate something. So that could be something that you recently got together with people. This is your past energy, to celebrate something, and it was really magical. It feels very magical. It's also like a lavender sky. And lavender for me talks about higher self. Again, there's that like alignment energy, alignment with our higher selves. When we're aligned with our higher selves, then we can be aligned with others, because we're approaching others authentically, because we're in alignment with our higher self. So it's interesting, though, that you got the Page of Pentacles in reverse to clarify. So even though you were with this soul tribe celebrating something, I feel as though you were still holding something back. Page of Pentacles makes offers. They're curious. It's young energy. It's beginner's mind. Pentacles is earth energy. Cups is water. Pentacles is earth energy. The material world. What happens in the material world? I feel as though in the past there was still something like you kept from people. You kept from your friends. They were celebrating with you, alongside of you, but there was something that you just didn't want to disclose. That's your business. But I kind of am curious, what was it? Interesting. The Hanged Man, number 12 of the Major Arcana, representing Virgo and Pisces energy. Hanged Man talks about distance. Okay, Spirit just gave it to me. So I'm not sure what it's about, but I think I know your motivation. So when we are in the Hangman energy, we're too close. We're too close to a person, a situation, a circumstance, and we voluntarily, through this process of pulling back, sacrifice, because we just need we need a break, we need time away, we need time to reflect and think, and what is it that we, do we continue to value this situation, person, whatever, or do we have to make some changes? So this kind of happened to me within the past, I guess, I don't know, year, in this situation where there were members of my soul tribe that, I love very dearly, but I had to really take a big step back from one of them, because it was just not, we want to talk about the two frequencies not affecting one another because they're not on the same wavelength. Me and this person, we were just not on the same wavelength. Such a beautiful human, a loving, loving, loving person. But I could not deal with them. It just because they're loving, I mean, love is not always enough, right? In friendship. And love is a good thing, but it's not always enough. It's not always the thing that sustains. And I just had to step away. Now, I didn't step away forever, but I stepped away for a good long time, and I continue to kind of keep a nice, healthy boundary. This person has no idea. They have no clue that I have done this, but I know, right? They have no clue that I have taken some time and just kind of put a lot of distance. And I feel that here for you in your past energy. And perhaps it was just this cycle of repeat that needed to end. Something needed to change. Consciousness needed to change. Boundaries needed to change. So I don't see this as a bad thing. You know what I see this as? It feels like self-care. It feels like self-care. In the present energy, another 3. So 3 could be significant for you. 3 of Pentacles. Again, with the Earth energy. The 3 of Pentacles talks about collaboration and co-creation with Spirit. Spirit here is represented by this guy standing up here. Kind of holding up the foundation so that others can do their work. This is really interesting. I never noticed this before. Do you see the green? So he's wearing a green shirt. Do you see how, like, the green string is leading to this circle design? I just had this image of, if he was using the thread from his own shirt, eventually he'd be bare. And I don't know why that's relevant, but Spirit, like, I've been using this deck for, I don't even know, 5 years. I never noticed that green thread being a part of the tapestry. There's something about that. Okay. the shirt off your back. Strange too, Spirit is showing me, so I have a ring light right next to the camera, and I close my eyes, and the ring light in my vision, when I close my eyes, formed a infinity symbol, which can also reference infinity, but also it can reference cycles, right? Like going around again and again and again and again and again. The shirt off your back. So now I see this card for you as a situation where you are kind of in collaboration with other people and you really gave a lot, perhaps too much, the shirt off your back. And then it could have left you bare, exposed, without. I don't see it being a bad thing, but I do see you, I see there's this like a reevaluation. This reading feels like reevaluation. Also because we have the cycles card here. It feels like you're taking stock of the circumstances in your life right now and the people in your life, and just, do they really help me to grow as a person? Do they support me? Do I feel like I help them grow? Do I support them? And kind of going down the line of the people in your life and asking yourself that question. And I think sometimes it's hard for you to reconcile. Sometimes you're not helpful to another person, right? I don't know. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's an example. Right? Like, so like recently, Spirit's giving this to me. Like in my life, there's a person that I'm taking a lot of distance from because they just really overgive. They overgive to me way too much. And I've talked to them about this. And I cannot allow that because I'm not a taker like that. And it's very uncomfortable. And I cannot allow it. And it feels weird to pull away from a friend that gives so much. But if I'm a good friend, I'm not going to allow that behavior because it is a kind of codependency. But also, it's not fair to that person because I cannot reciprocate, right? So sometimes when we pull away, it's not because we're just sick and tired of that person. Sometimes we pull away because it's what's the healthier option. And I feel like you're just reassessing all of this right now. And perhaps looking for something a little bit new energy to come in. Page of Wands. Exciting energy, something to inspire you, something to motivate you. Page of Wands is curious. All the pages are curious. You have such beautiful and good intentions though, and I see that with this card. There's harm to none here. There's no harm meant in any of this. But it's happening for you right now because there's something that is encroaching upon you that may have the potential to harm you. And so you're having to really analyze that. Yeah, see? Look what I told you. 5 of Pentacles. Somebody might feel left out in the cold. This is not your energy. This is somebody else's. Five of Pentacles. Left out in the cold, abandoned. This feelings of, you know, why have they forsaken me kind of thing. You also don't need that energy in your life. We can't be all things to all people. It might require you to go into a space of solitude. I think my throat chakra is being a little weird. right now, because I think you already know all of this. I think you know there's somebody in your life that you have to kind of let go a little bit. And I think that makes you uncomfortable, because it's going to be uncomfortable for the other person. And it's like, you don't want to start like drama. That's not what you're about. At the same time, there's going to be a shakeup here, and not everybody is going to like it. And it's part of this process that's happening in your near future. The Death card in reverse and the Ten of Swords. See? The Death card, Scorpio energy, number 13 of the Major Arcana. You could be dealing with the Scorpio. This card talks about shedding old skins. Shedding old skins. Reinventing ourselves. Understanding some cycles need to come to an end. Very difficult, though, to like really put the nail in the coffin, as it were. But necessary. You can see it. It's like you can see it on the horizon that this has to happen. Ten of Swords is just at our wit's end. We're done. We're done, we're done, we're done. And we're looking, right, just like this. We're looking for some new light, some inspiration. I think you want a rebirth. Ten of Cups in reverse. It's not ideal. The situation is not ideal. It's almost like I wish it didn't have to end like this. I don't know what this is about, Aquarius. I have no idea what this is about. But I feel you saying, like, I wish it didn't have to end like this, but if I continue along this path, then the cycles will repeat ad infinitum, to infinity. I can't change other people. I can only change myself. What is Spirit's advice? Five of Wands in the reverse. Stop fighting yourself. It's like you know what you need to do. Stop fighting yourself. Stop thinking that you're doing the wrong thing. If you're being authentic to you, you're not doing the wrong thing. It may be uncomfortable. It may make other people uncomfortable. But they're not living your life. You are. So that's your reading, Aquarius. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Aquarius.